What up, people? It's your boy, Challenge to the Trucker, back with another video. Just wanted to hop on here real quick and talk to y'all, man. Told y'all this channel was going to be about trucking, but it's also going to be about positively and improving your life also. I'm coming through Lincoln, Nebraska right now. Catching a little bit of rain. It's all good. It's not too bad. Traffic is steady. Traffic is light. And we're going to push through it and keep it moving. Keep these wheels turning. So the topic I wanted to talk about today was hidden talents. What does that mean to you? Now, when I tell y'all this, I'm strictly speaking from opinion. Let me put that out there. I'm speaking from my experience and my opinion. Everybody has their own opinion and different experiences and expectations and stuff like that. That's all well and good. Everybody's entitled to that. This is how I see it from my aspect. Hidden talents. When it comes to hidden talents, everybody has at least one hidden talent that you had no idea you had. Or you might know that you do have it, but you just don't know how to use it. But I say that to say this, try to figure out what your hidden talent is, because you never know. That might be why you're here. If you don't know what your hidden talent is, it's kind of easy to figure it out. For me it was. But it could be just dabble in a few different things and see what you become good at. It might be something that you just naturally cling to, or you just been doing forever and you're just amazing at it and you never thought to take it to a further level. It could be anything. Carpentry, singing, dancing, working on cars, doing hair, whatever your talent is, be the best at it. If you don't know what your hidden talent is, seek it. And when I say seek it, I mean find out what it is, embrace it, and use it to benefit your life. Every single person out in this world has a hidden talent. And a lot of people, one, do not know how to use it, or two, just let it go to waste. Or there's the people that do use it that don't know how to further it to benefit them, to put them in a better position in life. Now, I'll be the first one to tell you, it took me a long time to figure out what my hidden talents are. And it's not going to come overnight. It's one of those things where you have to put yourself in different areas, try different things, do this, do that, figure out if this works for you, see if you like doing this. And on a caveat to that, a hidden talent also has to be a hobby. Now, like I said, all of this is my opinion. I'm speaking from personal experience. But I see your talents have to also be a hobby first. Because if you don't like what you're doing, why are you doing it in the first place? You're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. You're wasting somebody else's time. And you're never going to find out what you're good at unless you try. Now, here's another thing. If you don't fail at trying, you're not trying hard enough. There's billionaires out here, trillionaires out here, CEOs of companies and CFOs and all these people that are wealthy and have different things and got money and this and that. And it's not all about the money. These people, most of these people will tell you that they failed more than they succeeded. If you're not willing to fail, then don't even try. Stay where you're at, stay what you're doing. But everybody has something that they can they can use as a talent or a hobby to benefit this world in some kind of way. And I'll tell you, one of mine is driving. That's one of my talents. That's why I do it for a career. One of mine is driving. I can get out here, I can drive all day, I can drive all night, and I can be good to go. That was one thing that clinged to me. I love being out on the open road. I love seeing new things. I love doing different stuff on the road. As far as like being able to maneuver through traffic and see the different types of vehicles out there and everything. It's what I'm good at. So one, it was a hobby that I was always interested in. So I became a truck driver. I used to travel up and down the road as a kid, whether it was with my family or if I was going on a trip somewhere. I was always looking at truck drivers to see what different types of trucks they were driving. Then once I figured out what trucks were different from this truck and what kind of truck it had this and what type of trailers this was for and that was for, it started to interest me more and more. And then when I joined the Army, I became a truck driver. It was natural. I'm good with grilling and smoking. It's another one of my hobbies that became a talent. Now, a lot of y'all that know me closely know how good I am on a grill. And let me say this. If you're good at something and you know you're good at something, there's a difference in being cocky and being confident. I'm confident in everything that I'm good at. I'm not bragging. I'm not being cocky. I'm not being conceited. I'm not being none of that. Don't worry, that was just my easy pass telling me that I could go past the way station. But yeah, I'm confident in what I do. I know what I'm good in, and that's just two of the things that I'm talented in. And those two things are my hobbies also. I never try to learn something new without having an interest in it first. Because I feel if I don't have an interest in it, then I'm not going to give my all to it. I'm going to just look at it and be like, yeah, okay, whatever. You know, I'll look into it a little bit and nah, it's not really for me. I do stuff that can benefit my life and benefit my family's life. There's a thing where you have to, and I'm not going to say you have to, but you should want to get out there and see what you can offer to the world, because you never know. You might have something that you're good in and learn a completely new way of doing it than everybody else before you did it, and you might snap up and find out a new way of doing something and change the whole game for that industry, and you just made yourself a billionaire right off of that. You could be good at putting stuff together. Next thing you know, you done invented 5, 10 things. And I'm pretty sure there's people out there like that have inventions. They just thought they have that thought process, oh, this isn't going nowhere, so I'm gonna just leave it on the shelf. I'll use it myself at the house and won't never mention it. Not knowing if it could be something that benefits the world. And like I said before, it's not always about money. I do the things I do for the love and for the passion first. And then I think about the money. The money's always going to come. You're always going to be able to get money if you know how to get out there and do stuff legally. You'll always be able to make money. But if you don't do stuff for the passion and for the love of it, and because you're interested in it and want to learn, you'll never get anywhere. I'm always trying to learn something new. Always. Now that's not saying that everything I'm trying to learn, I'm trying to make a talent. That's not what I'm saying. But you never know. One of the things that you get out there and learn and give a little bit of time to, it could be something that interests you, and it could be something that you take to heart and like I said, get out there and change the whole game for it. There are a lot of hidden talents out there. There's people out there that's great at everything, but unless you put yourself out there and say, hey, this is me, this is who I am, this is what I'm good at, how can I benefit, or how can I help you benefit to make this company better if you're working for somebody? Or if you're tired of working for somebody, how can I take the industry that I'm in and make it better by doing something different that benefits everybody? How do you think that we got all these advancements in technology and stuff and just things across the board? These people that came up with these things was not afraid to fail. You have to accept failure. If you can't accept failure and think that everything's going to be peaches and cream, yeah, you might want to reevaluate life. I've had a multitude of failures on things that I tried to get into. But that doesn't stop me from having a passion for it just because I failed. And I'll say this, some things that I tried to get into that I took in as an interest that I failed at, some things I did let go because I figured out that it wasn't for me. Everything you get into that you try to do is not always going to be for you, because you don't know what your path is. You don't know what plan God has for you. And you'll naturally know what path you need to be on, because you'll jump on it just like that. It'll come to you in no time. You'll constantly stay hungry for it and want to learn more. Or how do I do this with that? Or I want to learn this, even though I've mastered this section. I want to get into that section and learn that, and then I want to move to the next section. Always think a few steps ahead. You always got to think a few steps ahead, because when you fail, now notice I said when and not if, because you're going to have failure. You can't get to the mountaintop without having failure first. You got to be able to fall down, pick yourself back up, dust yourself off, clean your little scrapes up on your knees and your hands and get to climbing again. I done had so many failures, I probably went through about 50 boxes of Band-Aids. But that doesn't stop me from going continuously. Even if there was something that I had an interest in and really wanted to do, but I kept failing, okay, accept it. Just had to accept it. And you have to think, well, maybe if I'm continually failing back to back to back, then maybe this isn't for me. And that's okay. That just might not be the thing for you to get into. So don't beat yourself up and say, oh, well, nothing's working for me and I don't know what to do with myself and this and that. No, man, no. Get up, wash your hands off, get the dirt out your clothes, get the grass out your hair, and get back on that hill and start climbing again. And you'll find that when you get to that point where you're tired of failing, you'll think differently about the things that you're doing, the people that you're around. I'm telling you, man, it works. And I'm not sitting up here, giving y'all, this is how you should do it exactly. I'm speaking from experience, and I'm telling you what I know from my opinion. You can agree, you can disagree, that's completely fine. Like I said, everybody has their own opinion. All well and good. I'm just telling you how it worked out for me. If I wouldn't have fell on my face multiple times over and over and over again, I wouldn't be where I am today and still striving. That's why I say stay hungry. You have to. You got to get out here and take what's yours. The world is not going to give it to you. You got to take it for what it's worth. You got to take it. There's nobody out here giving away free money. You got to work for it. You got to work for it. For the younger people that sees this, that's a big thing that y'all need to take and think about. Nothing out here is given to you. You have to work for everything you want. It might be hard sometimes, it might be grueling, it might piss you off and get on your nerves. Don't let that get to you. It's not always easy. It's not always easy. And I'll tell you like this, a lot of times it's not easy. Most of the time it's not going to be easy. But you got to think on the flip side of the outcome and how it's going to benefit you later on down the line. There is a lot of things out here a lot of markets out here that haven't even really been tapped into yet because people don't want to step up to the plate. That's why I'm trying to come from different aspects so I know where I need to be. And you're constantly learning. I mean, y'all know this. You're constantly learning. Always learning, every day, all day. But if you're not willing to step up to the plate and wait for that ball to come down, and even if you miss it, hey, there's always another shot. There's going to be that point where you hit that home run and you knock it out the park. And that's one thing y'all get a lot from me is a lot of sports references because I'm a big sports fan. But y'all understand what I'm saying. Get out there and get after it. Because if you don't get after it, nobody's going to give it to you. Get out there and take what you want. Find your hidden talents. Embrace them. Use them to benefit you. Use them to benefit your family if you have a family. There's a lot, and I'll give y'all one specifically for people that can sing. There's a lot of singers out here that nobody knows. I mean, phenomenal singers that nobody knows about. Because one, they're too shy. Oh, I don't have the time. Oh, well, I got kids. Understandable that you might be in a situation, but don't make excuses because you're lazy. If you're shy, get yourself out of that. Get yourself out of that. Go to some talent shows. Get on YouTube. YouTube is like the greatest asset that I think is the greatest asset for singers. There's been a lot of artists that have been found on YouTube since YouTube's been around. It takes 2 or 3 minutes for you to sing a song on YouTube and put it up. You don't have 2 or 3 minutes out of a 24-hour day? Nobody is that busy. You can waste 2 or 3 minutes on the toilet. I'm just saying, man, I'm being real with y'all. I'm being real. I'm going to be honest and I'm going to be real. Don't make excuses for yourself. Make things happen. Now, it's understandable if you might be, in a situation where you just, you're just too tied up and you just, whatever it may be, you just don't want to do it, but you're an exceptional singer because you don't want the fame. And okay, got it. Understandable. But know that that's a hidden talent going to waste. You don't always have to be in front of somebody and bless somebody with your voice. You can sing on the movie and nobody have to even know who you are. Your name will be in the credits. Nobody have to know who you are. But you're doing something you love. And from what I understand, I can't sing a lick. But from what I understand, people that sing, they love it. So why would you not want to put that out there in the world for somebody else to hear? And you never know, it could change somebody's life. You never thought about it like that? You should. I'm telling y'all, man, find your talents. Don't make excuses. And use your talents to get where you want to be in life. This your boy, Charm City Trucker. As always, people, stay beautiful, stay motivated, stay hungry, and never accept mediocrity. I'll holler at y'all later. Y'all be easy, be safe out there, and I'll get back at y'all later. Peace.